My next chef is a good friend, and one I've been rooting for since the day I tried his food at the Apron at the Westin Hotel in Richmond. It changed my life. I know it sounds dramatic, but it was when I started looking food differently and when my writing started to change. He's influenced, mentored, and inspired many chefs, but also diners like me. Hamid is another behind-the-scenes chef. He wears the coat, but also cooks in it. And it's a rare occasion to have him speak in public. Early last year, industry insiders voted Hamid Best Chef and Diva at the Metropolitan Hotel Vancouver as most underrated restaurant. It could not be more true. Later in the year, he left his position as executive chef to be a chef instructor at Vancouver Community College, where he also trained and graduated top of his class. His flexible work hours has allowed him to invest more time in one of his many passions, professional cooking competitions. Known as a beast in the culinary competition world, he has competed in 4 World Culinary Cups, and in 2002, he was part of the Team BC gold medal win in Luxembourg. He is currently, it really deserves a hand for that one. He is currently the team captain for Culinary Team Canada that recently won gold in the hot program and silver in the cold program at the Culinary World Masters in Switzerland. They will be competing at the World Culinary Olympics soon. He is also helping his wife Jen of Next Gen Gluten Free in starting her line of gluten-free products. You can tweet Hamid and also hashtag FMF6course for any questions. I welcome Hamid Salimian, the 5th course of 6-course Discourse.
Today, I want to thank you all for coming down to this event. Really appreciate it. You know, Vancouver is a foodie city when you get so many people in one room and so many great chefs cooking this amazing food today. I want to thank Mijun for organizing this event, and I know how hard it is and how hard you have worked to make it happen. Thank you very much. When Mijun asked me to get involved with this, I said, yeah, I'm all over it. Let's make it happen. I'm totally into it. And I totally misunderstood the part that I have to do a speech. I thought, hey, great, we're gonna sit here, 6 of us, have a glass of wine, you're gonna ask questions, we're gonna answer. Sounds like Scott Yeager. I apologize, I sold it to you that way. And then she goes, why don't you talk about something you're passionate about? Well, I'm passionate about a lot of things, but I really don't like to share what I'm passionate about. So I like to keep it to myself. And just like Chef Yeager says, if you were working with me in the kitchen, you're going to hear all about it. But it all stays in the kitchen. I thought really hard, and I thought, you know what? I wouldn't be where I am for the mentors that I had in my life. And I had lots of mentors, and I'm really thankful having them. And beauty things about Vancouver is it's such a small town, and every chef out there tries to mentor everyone around them. So I'm just going to tell you a little story about how it all began. Mentoring, it means people who actually took their time to teach me about cooking and life, otherwise people who I apprentice under. They name a few of them: Andrew Carla. He's not here anymore. He's gone to Asia to work. Michael Deutsch, same thing. He's gone to Asia. Kai Lerman right now is in Chicago, Peninsula Hotel. Giancarlo Fedicella, which is a teacher at Vancouver Community College. And Dave Ryan. These people here have influenced me the most. 16 years ago, I decided that I want to go to cooking school. I was not sure if I would like to be a chef or a pastry chef. Or maybe I just want to learn how to cook. Well, maybe just get my parents off my back and go to school. Eventually it worked. My first month of school, our teacher was mentioning about mentorship and talking about apprenticeship, how important it is after you finish your culinary art program to go find yourself the best chef you can work under and learn as much as possible. Because the only way you're going to be a good cook if you work under a great chef. That's what he said to me. So first thing I did before the month's over, I grabbed my resume and tried to hit every restaurant and hotel I could find to apply for a job. I wasn't going to wait 12 months to get a job. I wanted to be working right away and going to school at the same time. The first place that gave me a job was Planet Hollywood. Well, I know I was young, I didn't know better. I go, Planet Hollywood's owned by actors, it's Hollywood cooking, I'm gonna learn how to cook real food here. Well, I started my first shift, I got my uniform, got the whole lowdown, and started cooking, and I was in charge of making clubhouses. And in the middle of the shift, I saw a sous chef do a 5-second rule on a deep-fried lasagna and served it. So I said, you know what? I don't think this is for me. Hamid's not going to be a good cook here. So I asked him, hey, can I go to the washroom? They said, yeah, absolutely. So I went to the washroom and then took off from the back door. Yeah, I was that guy who walked out. A couple months later, I totally lucked out and I got a job at Sutton Place Hotel. Back then, the chef in charge was Kyle Lerman. He was a chef that was new to Canada. He had only worked at 3 Michelin star restaurants prior to that. Yes, he was an amazing cook, and yes, he liked to run his kitchen with an iron fist. When he took over the Sutton Place Hotel, he refused to sign off an apprenticeship paper on 2 cooks from previous chef. He said he does not believe in Canadian apprenticeship, and it's not like Europe, and he's not going to put his name on it. I said to myself, well, I find myself the mentor I want to work under. For the first 6 months, he wouldn't say hello to me. He would goodbye. You know, he would call me Ahmed. But I didn't give up. I worked as hard as I can. I went in on my days off, and I stayed extra, just like many other chefs, after their shift, and helped out the guys with their prep. After a while, he learned my name. Hey, it's Hamid. I worked hard for him, and he finally softened up to me. After a while, I would be his helper for all the special function he was doing, which was amazing. I get to work with chef directly and learn what he's doing, and he actually took his time and teach me what he was doing. After a year, I asked him if he wouldn't mind to be my sponsor, and would it be okay if I get my apprenticeship under him? And guess what? He gave me an apprenticeship. That lasted about 4 months. And then he took it away from me because I decided that I want to go take the pastry art program at Vancouver Community College. First thing he said, do you want to be a doughboy? Well, not really, chef. I like to do both, you know, like learn pastries because I think it's important. At the same time, to be a good chef, I think it's important you know how to do your bakings. So for 10 months program, I got into it. I started doing it. And 9 months into it, he took me to the office again. He goes, now you choose. You want apprenticeship or, you know, you want to go down to the pastry route. And finally, I finished my apprenticeship at Sutton Place Hotel. One thing that I could take away from him, from that mentor, is his strive for perfection. No matter what, how busy we were, no matter how much function was going on, he wanted everything perfect. And if it wasn't going to make it. You know, mise en place, we're going right in the garbage, start all over again. And that's one thing I took from him, strive for perfection. At the same time, he had an exec sous and a restaurant chef, Andrew and Michael. They were mentoring me in a different way. They were the opposite from the Iron Fist. And they really taught me how to cook, how to make a sauce, taste things, balance things. And the most important thing that they did was show me it is okay to make mistakes. Show me it is okay to not be successful in your station, but hey, let's take notes what you can learn from, and tomorrow's a new day, and pick it up and let's go. I did really appreciate working on those 2 gentlemen because I wouldn't be where I am truly without their support. one of the most supportive people that I work together as a team. John Carlo Fedicello and Dave Ryan, both teachers at Vancouver Community College. I did not did my apprenticeship under them, but through the whole 16 years, they have been massive mentors for me. Both of them have been coaches, team managers on the culinary competitions that I've been part of. And through the years, even now, when there's anything, any question that I have, I could still go to them and truly bring my concerns or questions, and they're still there to help me out. All this mentoring has made me the cook that I am today. And it also, their sharing their knowledge made me that want to share the same thing to the next generation. Today at Vancouver Community College, I'm trying to do the same thing to pay it forward. Thank you very much for listening to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.